A very good evening to all the lovely students. I hope all of you are doing very fine and you have prepared for your NEET nicely for the last 1 year. Within 2 to 3 days, you are going to write your NEET exam. And first of all, myself, Anirudh Mehta and Sir Amit Sir would like to wish you all the best.
Best of luck, everyone. And now the day is coming. And we are here to help you a little bit about your upcoming NEET exam so that you can score a little bit higher marks in chemistry. We will discuss some points which we can do and the points we should avoid to get the higher marks and to get minimum 150 plus marks in our NEET exam, right? I am Amit Bhardwaj, senior chemistry lecturer in Sri Chaitanya Goshala.
And my name is Anirudh Mehta and I'm also senior lecturer in chemistry in Sri Chaitanya Goshala. And for last 3 years, both of us have been teaching to all the students over here as a team, and we have produced many good ranks, as students will also tell you over here at Sri Chaitanya Goshala.
So that's why we want to share some opinions, our opinions, so that you can improve your marks and it will help you a little bit, right? Okay, so let us start without wasting time as exam is coming, right? Okay.
Okay. So today, first of all, we'll be starting with what are the common mistakes that students do while writing the exam, especially the mistakes which they do in the chemistry part of the exam. So our first slide will be talking about it. Please do not do these mistakes in your NEET 24. We are telling this from our experience of last over a decade, that what type of mistakes that most of the even good students do while writing the chemistry exam. Sir, do you want to start with some mistakes?
Right. Sure. So first of all, I will say when you are following some strategy, you have given so many exams, right? And you are following some strategy in those exams, that what sequence I should follow, right? So which sequence will follow in your when you are attempting the exam. So first of all, imagine I am doing all my exams. First of all, I am doing bio, then I am doing chemistry, then I am doing physics, right? So please stick to that strategy. Whatever strategy you are opting from the last 1 year, you should stick to that strategy only. Don't change your strategy on the last moment, right? Like sometimes, maybe it is possible, they will give first to 50 questions physics. But if you are doing bio first in your all the exams, so please stick to that only. Maybe bio is from 100 to 200 questions. So you have to start your exam from 100th question, right? Do not think, oh, first given is physics, so I will start with physics. Don't do that, right? And the most important thing, the time you have to divide, like which subject I will go for how much time, so that you will be sure, okay, in that time I have to finish this subject. Otherwise, sometimes what happens, we are going, and in the flow, we are giving more time to one subject, and the other subjects will suffer in that. So you have to be very sure, you have to be very correct in your strategy, right? In my opinion, if I say, we should follow first of all bio, right? Then second is what? Chemistry, and then third, physics, right? Your strategy can be different, but whatever you are following, follow that, right? Anil sir?
Yeah. Yes. So sir has given you a very nice suggestion. So whatever you have been doing till now, same exact thing you have to do in the NEET exam. Do not change your strategy at the last point of time. And one point I want to add in this is that many students who are writing the exam over here at our center, they will see that their marks will sometimes go higher also when they change their strategy. But all this hit and trial should have been done beforehand only. Now, before you go for the exam, kindly prepare a strategy. Please keep a target marks in your mind. If your target marks for chemistry is, let's say, 130, go there and fight for it. Okay, for 30 marks, 130 marks, whatever number of questions that you want to attempt, you try to find those questions and do them correctly. Same for the physics and biology as well. Okay, next I'll discuss the second point over here, which is going to be how to bubble the OMR. Okay, see, you have spent last 2 to 3 years studying for NEET for your career, and you cannot just throw it away on such a silly thing like bubbling wrong options. What do you say, sir?
Yes, surely. Some students are doing some mistake, like they are doing the whole paper and then in the end they are doing whole bubbling. I think it is a very bad strategy. So first of all, it's a very good thing that you should bubble your answer after the one question, or max to max I will say, if you don't want to that you don't want to go with that strategy, first of all at least solve the page. Like on one page, if I say there are 10 questions, so after those 10 questions you should bubble your answer. Don't wait that I will do this complete subject, then I will do bubbling. No, in the last moment maybe you are in panic or less time is remaining, so all the hard work you have done, that will go in waste, right? So don't do that. Yes sir.
So last year also we had a student here by the name Harshit Reddy. What he did was, he was a very good student. He was always scoring 150 to 160 marks in all the grand tests in chemistry. But finally, on the NEET day, when he came out from the exam, he was very sure that he's going to get 154, 155 marks. He checked the key and everything. But when the result came, you won't believe, his marks were only 38. Okay. So you can feel that how much bad he would feel. He was expecting a good college to get selected. Now he had to take a drop again just because of that bubbling mistake, as sir told. Do not bubble at the end. If you have 20 minutes also at the end, still you might do mistake. And once we do one or two mistakes in bubbling, we start panicking. And after that, our whole system shuts down. So it's better that you bubble each and every question at the same time that you are doing, or other technique that sir has told you, that bubble at least in the pair of 2 questions, or at least a group of 5, group of 10 altogether, so that even if you do mistake, you will do mistake in only 1 or 2 questions. Let's say I was bubbling question number 34. By mistake, I bubbled that in 35. I'll see, okay, one question now I have lost. I can't do anything about it. So best method would be to just go to the next, forget about it. 1 mark you have, 1 negative mark you have lost. And one more thing, a good strategy, sir, I would want to give.
Right, sure.
Let's say you bubbled question number 35 as second option. Okay. But you think answer, but you know answer is the first one. Now, what is the best thing we can do? You bubble option 1 also, or option 3 also. When you bubble more than one answer, then in that case, that question is considered cancelled. So you will not lose 1 negative mark. Do you know about this, sir?
Right. No, it's a new
So
thing.
I
It's a
saw
new
this
thing.
in one guideline. So you can do this. So you bubble both the options. In that case, questions will be considered as cancelled. You will not get a -1. So you can
Right,
save your
right.
marks there.
At least we can save 1 mark there, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so yes, it's very important. Okay, so whatever hard work you are doing, so you have to do bubbling. I'm saying once again, you can do with the like 1 by 1 question, or at least 1 page. 8 to 10 questions you have done, and then do bubbling. Don't wait more than that. Don't go for complete subject, or don't go for complete paper bubbling in the end. Okay, right? So be careful about this. Very right. Okay, so next thing is you have seen the NEET guidelines. So please be careful about these things. Reach at your center on time. Before time, I will say 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes before the time, right? So that last minute hush should not come. Maybe you are reaching exactly on time also. Maybe they will allow you on time, but still your heartbeat will be very high. We have to be very calm when we are reaching at the center. Go there, drink water, be calm and composed. Those things will decide how you will perform. So first of all, reach the center. If it is your near home, it's fine. You can go in morning. If it is in other city, or maybe in another state, so please go 1 day before. Go there, stay there, calm your mind, relax your mind, and definitely they have given guidelines for clothes as well, right? So wear those clothes only. They have given guidelines for watches. So please follow all the guidelines very carefully, right? Whatever work you have done for complete year, those 3 hours 20 minutes will give you your career, right? So you have given so much time. So don't think I will reach 30 minutes late, nothing will happen. No, the complete hard work will be gone. So please be on time and wear proper clothes given in guidelines. We have one video also given about the guidelines, okay, which you have to follow. So please. Yes sir.
So yes, I would say before 2 days only, from today itself, you pack your bag. Whatever you want to keep there, you keep it. A water bottle, If it is required before your NEET exam, during the NEET exam, you will not be allowed, I think. Then your admit card. Okay, you won't believe students have studied so hard, but at the last day, they will forget to print out their admit card and take it with them. So your admit card, whatever photograph or whatever you need for that, please keep them ready. Please keep all of your jewelry and everything away, whatever is there in the NEET guideline. But just about the admit card, I wanted to say, okay, sir, we'll not waste their time much. We'll go to the next one. Yes, the last and the most crucial point is that all of us have a habit of panicking when we reach to the exam center and we're writing the exam. Let's say first 4 questions of whatever you're solving, biology or physics or chemistry, came difficult questions. And then we start panicking. You must have observed, everyone, that once we start panicking, no, the simplest things also do not come to our mind. Many times happens that when I'm teaching in class, I get a call from my home or somewhere if there is an urgency. Then if a small multiplication is also there, not 2 times 8, my brain will not be able to think it is 16. I'll take so much time to do that. Okay. So same would happen with all of you during your NEET exam. If it is your first try, then you are going to experience this for the first time. But those of you who are dropping a year, then most of you would have seen that in last year, you have done so many mistakes just because of this panic. I want to say, see, those of you who are on a realistic mode preparing for selection, you are not preparing to get 720 marks, right? Our aim is to clear the cutoff and get to a good government college. And for that, trust me, you don't have to know everything. I would not say this when we are starting with the session, but because it's the end of session, I would say that even if you have 80% or 70% of the knowledge, you can still clear NEET with very good marks. What do you say, sir?
Yes, sure. First of all, be clear. Don't panic at all, right? Because a calm and composed mind will give you selection, right? If sometime you can think, like sometime if I am giving my example, I am very worried in the night time and I am thinking about a solution of something, maybe some general life problem or maybe chemistry. That time I can't find a solution. But whenever I am waking in the morning at 5 a.m., imagine, so right at that time, that problem is in my mind. But in the morning time, my mind is fresh. And that problem, definitely you will see in 5-10 minutes it will come. The solution will be there by itself. Why? Because in the morning time, my mind is calm. I am not worried about the complete day, what I have done, what I have not done. So whenever you are going to exam, so be calm and composed. Don't worry if one question comes lengthy or 2 questions comes lengthy. Remember one thing, if you don't know this question, definitely in complete India, all the students are also worried about this question. Getting my point? So 1-2 question cannot stop your selection. So be calm, remain calm. If 2-3 questions come lengthy, tough, leave them and move to next one. As I told you previously also, you have to divide your time, that in that time I will do this subject. If you are going behind this, so stop, right? Go to the other subject. Okay, so be calm and composed definitely, so that you can reflect all of your knowledge in your paper, whatever knowledge you have in your mind. But if you will not show this in the OMR sheet, it will not help you. A person with 80% knowledge but 100% confidence can score better than a person with 100% knowledge but 60% confidence, right? The doctor word comes with confidence only. If you are not so confident and you are getting panic, you are getting in situation, you are in panic situation, definitely you cannot treat your patient. With doctor, the confidence word is attached. Whenever you are treating your patient, you should be calm. Your hands should not shake, that what will happen if this will not go well. If you will think negative will come. So be positive. Yes, you can do that. You will do it and you will crack the NEET. That's it, right? Okay.
All right. So now we are going to start with some general guidelines related to chemistry only. First one that I have taken for you, that we have compiled here, is that this is called as the 80-20 rule to life. Okay, 80-20 rule to the life, which is that we should not put our 80% efforts in the difficult part, we'll get only 20% result. But we should do what? We should put only 20% efforts for the easiest question to get 80% of the marks. What do you say, sir?
Yes, surely. If you analyze chemistry paper carefully, out of 45 questions, if I say, total are 50, but 45 I am saying, which you will do. Out of 45, you will see 36, 37 will be very easy. And if I will give time, so we can solve these 36, 37 questions only in 20, 25 minutes. Max to max I am saying, right? And remaining 9 or you can say 8, 9 questions, you will give 20 minutes more, right? So you can see those 35 questions which are giving me very high marks, that I am solving in only 20 minutes. And remaining 8, 9 questions are taking so much time. So first of all, right? First of all, go with those questions which are very small, memory based question, inorganic, organic, right? So solve those questions first. In the next phase, you are solving the next part which are little lengthy. Maybe you know the concept, right? But they are little lengthy. So go for them in the last 20 minutes, right? First, if I say we are solving our paper in 50 minutes. So in 50 minutes, first 30 minutes to those we are solving chemistry paper in 50 minutes. The first 30 minutes you will give to those questions which are very small, like the memory based answer. Very less numericals will come, and those you can solve in the last 20 minutes of your chemistry time, I am saying, right? Clear, sir? Yes, sir.
So yes, what sir is saying is, in other terms, we call it as ego solving.
Right.
Ego solving is nothing but that you got a question. You know that this particular chapter I am very good at, but I want to fight for it and I want to do it right now only. What is going to happen is, let's say a question comes from electrochemistry, Nernst equation. Okay, logarithm also you have to take in that, and you have to first find the E0 cell by thinking who should be cathode, who should be anode. Now, doing that question, I know you can do. Okay, but the thing is, if you are wasting your 3 to 4 minutes for one such question, you will get maximum what? 4 marks only, no? One question cannot give you 20 marks if you just give it 5 minutes, 10 minutes like that. So it's just a waste of time. Very important point, as sir has told. Understand first which question has to be dealt with and which question has to be left for the end. So sir is going to give you example right now. He will show you some questions and he will tell you how to solve them in what manner.
Yes, sir. Just I want to add one more point here. Some students have thought like chemistry is also a numerical based paper in the NEET exam. No. If you analyze out of total 45 questions which we have to do, out of 45 you will find 37, 38 only theoretical questions, right? Remaining, if you see, 6 to 7, max to max 6 to 7 will be the numerical part. So first of all, solve those questions which are theoretical. Out of 50 minutes, you have given, imagine you have given 35 minutes to theoretical questions, and definitely you will do those questions. Last 10 minutes, I will give to those 5-6 questions which are lengthy or which can be a little tricky also, right? Right. So I am giving you one example, right? First of all, like I am giving you here 4 questions. Out of these 4 questions, you have to see which you have to do or which you have to leave. Getting my point? So assume out of 4 questions, 1 is little lengthy and 3 are like a memory based question. And definitely if you see, if I will leave the 1 lengthy question and I will do the 3 questions, you will see 1 question is taking, if this question I will take example, okay, you will see the questions here. This 1 example will take same time as the 3 questions are taking, right? So first of all, I have to do those questions where time taken will be less. Clear, bacha? And in the last 10-15 minutes, I will do those questions which can take more time. Like if you see the first question, they are saying the concentrated nitric acid given is 70% HNO3, means 30% is water. Then they are saying amount of concentrated nitric acid solution that should be used to prepare 250 ml of 2 molar. Array, by looking at this, I can easily identify it's little lengthy. And it conceptually also it is good question. It is based on percentage purity, where I found in classes they are little weak. Students have little issues in these questions. So you know. So you have to leave this question for first, right? Now I am moving to the next question. Look at this question first of all. Why we are leaving? to save time, first to solve those questions which are very easy and will give you confidence, okay, I have done many questions, right? So they are looking at second question, right? So look at this. They are saying next question, NiCN4 2 negative structure. If you have seen NCRT, this is very easy. If you find the configuration, very easy, DSP2, right? It is DSP2 just from NCRT. If you have read this chapter, definitely you will know this. Very easy, just memory based you can say. We can solve it also, but as it is from NCRT, it will take just 1 second to answer, right? We can solve this by BBD theory. And NiCl4, again, it is sp3 hybridized. The most common questions. Maybe if they give some other complexes, it can take time. But these are to like, you will find these in your notebook in NCRT many times, right? So how much time it is taking? Just 5 seconds to answer this question, right? So what they are saying, tetrahedral, when something is, you can say, something is square planar, DSP2, it is what? When something is DSP2, it is square planar, right? And here, when something is sp3, it is what? Tetrahedral. So easily you can answer in very less time. Next, if I go, the pKa of acid is greater than pKb. So I know it very well that if something have higher acidic strength, so definitely its pK is what? Less. And in the exam time, so even I will not write these things. I know lesser pK means what? Better acid. They are saying pKb have lesser the B acid is having lesser pK value, right? So you can easily answer, oh, they are asking the strongest acid. So definitely it is B because its pKa is lower value, right, bacha? Clear? Very easy, just 2 second question. Next, if I go, the coordination number of cobalt. They are asking the coordination number of cobalt. Very easy. No need to even use the pen. En is a bidentate ligand, so 2 into 2. Bromine is a monodentate ligand, so what will come? 6. That's it. So you see how much time it is taking? 5 seconds max to max, right? But if I come here, in this question if I come, first of all, you should have little more information about molarity and percentage purity as well. Clear, bacha? So if you go for this one, you will see they are saying 2 molar, right? 2 molar. What is that? They are saying weight of HNO3 divided by what? Here, molar mass of HNO3, right? What is molarity? Number of mole by what? Volume. So it is our number of moles by volume, bacha, how much? 250 ml. So definitely if you solve from here, it will take little time. You are solving it, 4 is coming, and from here if you say, beta, what is weight coming from here? Weight is coming, you are going 2 into what? 63 here, and 4 will come down. Next thing is you will use the percentage purity concept. Now I need this much. I need this much of nitric acid actually. But now you see, if you bring nitric acid from market, after that only 70% is pure. Remaining 30 is what? Water only. So I will say, if I actually need 70 gram HNO3 from market, I should buy how much? 100 gram. Clear? Same way, if I need 1 gram, how much I should buy? 100 by 70. So for this solution, to make this solution, how much HNO3 from market I should buy, which is impure, right? So I will say whatever weight coming from here, I will say weight into what? If I say 100 divided by 70, it is what coming? Weight. So conceptually also 2 concepts are getting used here, as well as calculation also there. Maybe you know the concept, but you should avoid this question in starting time. It will take little more time than our expectation. In the same time, you can solve these questions. Even I will say you can solve these 3 questions in lesser time than this question's time. Okay? So in that time, leave these questions and move to next questions. And then in the end, we will solve these questions also. Okay? Right? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, sir has given you a very important tip which is required to take your marks at least 40 to 50 up in each subject, I am saying. Okay. So, by this trick, you will never feel that NEET is a lengthy exam. Okay. 3 hours are much more than sufficient to complete 80% of the paper. We don't want to do the rest 20% in case we are planning for the selection or we are planning for 150 plus marks. Okay. So next we'll talk about another important guideline, which is going to be very carefully you have to read every question. Okay. This is the first note point which NEET paper also gives. When you open the NEET paper, the first thing will be these guidelines only. Read each alphabet of the question carefully. Each question decides your career. Each question decides which college will you go to. If two questions go here and there, you will directly jump from AIIMS, let's say Mangalagiri, you will directly jump to Guntur Medical College or somewhere where there is a huge difference in the reputation in two colleges. Okay, so it will decide which college you are going to end up into. Okay, so there are few keywords that I have selected here. We'll talk about each one of them one by one. So first I would want to say things like, you will see in most of the questions in NEET, you will see words like incorrect. Okay, sir, we will give you some examples as well here, that these are the keywords that you generally miss. In doing some questions, we will not even look at what they're asking. As soon as you will see something like, let's say haloform reaction, as soon as you see some methylated ketone, you'll answer it. But they would be asking which one will not give haloform reaction or which is incorrect about haloform reaction, like that. So these keywords, sometimes what happens is NEET is very, naughty as an exam. In will be given in the first line, correct will be given in the next line. Okay. So see them carefully. Sometimes they'll ask which of the following is in/correct in the next line. So do not miss those words. Very important one, like incorrect, something like isomer of X. Okay, I'll show you one example here as well. All the students do mistake in such type of questions. You will get to the answer in the organic chemistry questions. You will get to the answer, but finally reaching to the answer, you will put as the same answer, but they are not asking what is the compound. They might be asking something else related to it. Okay, you found the final X, but the question is not to find the X. They might be say, who is the homologue of X? Who is the isomer of X? Something like that. Okay, something that most of us do mistake even when we are looking at the paper for the very first time. We as a teacher also can do mistake. Intra. Okay, this can be used in your biology as well, in your chemistry as well as in physics. Something like, which of the following has intermolecular hydrogen bonding or intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Sometimes they ask which of the following have the strongest intra-atomic bonds. Okay, metallic bond or covalent bond. So very important to see with what they are asking. Inter means between two different molecules. Intra means within the same molecule. So something like, as you know, salicylic acid has intramolecular hydrogen bonding, whereas something like para-nitrophenol or water or HF, they all have intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So I know all of you have the idea about it, just that you will consider these things as simple, but during the exam, we will most probably do mistakes here. Sir, do you want to say about the next ones?
Right. Okay, so definitely, sir guided you about these three very important points. Other than this, if you see multi-answer, here to sometimes we also do mistake. Like what they ask, out of the following, which is correct? We see, okay, first statement we look at this, okay, it is correct, we get the answer. And sometimes what happens, we are not looking at the downside of paper. Maybe the options are 1, 2, 3 are correct, 2 and 3 correct, A, B, C, like this way they can say. So first of all, read the complete question. Maybe it is a multi answer, like out of 4 statements, how many are correct, how many are incorrect. So please don't just jump to conclusion. They will ask only correct. Out of 3, they can ask how many are correct or how many are incorrect. Right? Clear? If you go to the next one, you can say assertion reason type. Right? In this case, first of all, read the guidelines given upside. Normally what they give first like assertion and reason are true, and A, or you can say reason is the correct explanation for assertion. Very right. Second, normally they say what? Assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation. And next they can say this with this, something like that, right? But be careful about it. Sometimes they can change the sequence also. Maybe they will keep first which we were thinking as 2, and they will put the second which we were thinking as 1. So please be careful. See what they are saying in first option. Means they are saying both are correct and R is the correct explanation of A. So please read the lines. What first option is saying, what second option is saying. Clear? So be careful about this question. Very good. And next thing I will say, its answer also depend on the mentality of teacher, like how much he is thinking the reason is explaining the answer or not. Clear? So it depends on you. Definitely, even some teachers can say this is not the right answer, maybe second should come or first should come. In first and second, always you will see contradiction comes. Even in the NEET exam also, last year also some confusion came, right? So by your best knowledge, give the answer if you think R is the correct explanation or not. But in my opinion, if you see somehow little bit, if R is explaining, if reason is explaining the assertion, go for 1. Don't think they will give the detailed explanation for the above assertion. If somehow little bit reason is giving the idea how the first is right, so go for first one. If two are exactly far apart or very unrelated statement, then to definitely you can say second answer will come, means it is not explaining it correctly. And the best one, if question comes, if one is wrong and one is right, then there is no confusion, easily you can answer, right? Clear? And definitely again I will say this word, this not word confuses many times. Correct, incorrect, which will be used, which will not be used. So please, whenever you are attempting a question, take your pen and start marking on this. And whenever not word come, correct come, incorrect come, used come, so please circle that, so that in your mind it will be clear, I am finding the correct statement or incorrect, true or false, right? Can be used or can't be used. So be careful about these points, especially. Okay, these points are very important. Keep in mind, whenever this comes, circle it. Fine? Yes, sir.
So let me show you some examples of where we do generally mistakes in such questions. I've taken 2 questions here which are easy from the concept wise, but mostly when we are solving it in the exam in hurry, we do such mistakes. Okay, let's see the first one. It's a question coming from the organic chemistry which says X reacts with FeCl3 to give violet coloration. As soon as you see this line, you come to know that X is nothing but phenol, because this FeCl3 test is only given by the phenolic OH groups. So phenol. Now, as soon as you see that acidic nature, you might mark it that okay, this is the answer. Okay, let me go to the next question. I did only 2 seconds and I solved the question. Such an easy question. But you will get what? You will get a -1 mark. Okay, so don't do like this. Read the question carefully. Gives violet coloration, which is not a characteristics of X. Which is not a characteristic of X, means which of the following things is not shown by X. Not is given here, other things are given here. You will most probably going to miss it. So always mark it, not. I have to see the option which is wrong. That is our correct answer. Is phenol acidic? Yes, phenol turns blue to red litmus. So it is a correct one, but we don't have to choose it. Used to prepare aspirin? Yes, that's also correct. We start with, phenol. As you all know, what is aspirin? Which is nothing but acetyl salicylic acid. Okay. So if I start with phenol, we know that we have to first do the reaction of phenol, which is called as Kolbe reaction, which is nothing but with NaOH plus CO2. And all of you know that this is going to give you the salicylic acid. Okay. From salicylic acid, we further do esterification at this OH group. So at this OH group, I want to do the esterification. For that, we can use something like acetyl chloride with pyridine, let's say. And we reach to something called as the aspirin. This is the blood thinner that we use. All of you know this. So yes, phenol is the starting material for the aspirin. You have to use phenol. It gives positive Lucas test. Does it give positive Lucas test? Answer is no. Lucas test is given by the given by mostly secondary and tertiary alcohols, which can produce stable carbocations. Primary also can give, but on heating, but phenols never give Lucas test because the phenyl carbocation is never ever stable. So when you take phenol and react it with HCl, even in the presence of ZnCl2, and you start heating it, boiling it, nothing will happen. Okay, so that is the kind of mistakes that we generally do. So answer is 3, not 1, 2, and 4. Okay, all right. Next one. Next example I have taken here is that they are talking about an alkene which is C4H8. My suggestion to you, as soon as you see a question of organic chemistry where a combined formula is given, okay, where a combined formula is given, first you draw all the possible structures of that. Then you will not do mistake. Okay. So C4H8, all of you would know that this can be but1ene, it can be but2ene, because again it is nothing but CnH2n. So it has to be a alkene, or it can be a isobutene, something like this, 2-methyl propene. Now reacts with HBr peroxide. HBr peroxide means nothing but anti-Markovnikov rule. So by anti-Markovnikov, I'll just add bromine to that carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. So I'll add the bromine here. In this case, I can add the bromine anywhere. In this case, I'll add the bromine over here. Okay. So we are going to get what? Here we are going to get 1 bromo. Here we are going to get 2 bromobutane. And here we are going to get something which looks like this, 2-methyl 1-bromo, like, okay, 1-bromo 2-methyl. Now, they say it gives N-butyl bromide. This is N-butyl bromide. So that means we have started with this. As soon as you see this, you will pick the answer one. Okay. 90% of the students who have a good knowledge about this reaction, which is Kharash effect or peroxide effect, still do this wrong because you didn't read the question carefully. -1. Which is an isomer of X, they are asking. Which is an isomer of X. They are not asking the compound. They are asking who is the isomer of compound. So any of these two will be the answer. Okay. Any of these two will be the answer. Okay. So let us check now. Or also another answer could have been cyclobutane, because cyclobutane is also C4H8. C4H8. As you know, the unsaturation could be present in the pi bond. It could be present as a ring. So answer could be but2ene, answer could be isobutene, answer could be cyclobutane. Other options cannot be there. Okay. So which of the following is an answer? So but2ene is an answer. Yes, it is an answer. Correct. Isobutene. Yes, isobutene is also an isomer of X. Okay. Isobutene is also an isomer of X. This is isobutene. And cyclobutene is not the answer. So this is the question which I took, where the options will be given like A only, B and C, A, B and C, A, B, D, something like this. Okay. So this type of question we have to solve. So in such case, our answer is coming only B and C. So we'll select this one. So this type of questions, be very careful while solving. Sometimes what happens in the similar type of question, they will give you product A and B. Okay, something like, if I give you an example, let's say they have given a reaction like this, where they start with CH triple bond CH, and they give you red hot iron tube. They give you X, and then they do Cl2 AlCl3, they give you Y. Okay. And they ask you the question, what are Y and X respectively? What are Y and X respectively? What would you say, sir, about this particular question that I have given? Do students do mistake in this if I ask what are Y and X respectively?
Right. So if you see, Ucha, what is the question here? They're saying we are having red hot iron, very, very common question. What will you will make here? Benzene, right? The trimerization reaction. And then they are putting here Cl2 with what? AlCl3. And again is what? Electrophilic substitution. So what should come? Chlorobenzene should come, right? Yes, sir.
Now, what mistakes are that student will do if I give the question, what are Y and X respectively?
Right. So I hope it is a very easy question, so you can answer. I can't find it, so sir will tell you what sir is thinking about it.
I'm
right?
saying, sir, last time also we saw this particular question that we generally answer X first and Y later, no?
Right,
But
right.
the question I'm asking Y and C.
Right, right. I was definitely, I will give first my answer which one? Benzene, and then which one? Chlorobenzene. But they will ask what is Y, and then they will ask what is X. So you have to be careful. First you have to give answer which one? Chlorobenzene. Then which one? Benzene, right? So I was also confused here. What they're asking, right?
So we have to be very careful while checking the question. Mark every particular, because we are not giving NEET. We can do this mistake, but you should not, because you are the ones who are the aspirants. All right, sir. And the final, we'll give a few strategies, sir, about match the following and assertion reason type of questions. Okay. Assertion reason, sir has already explained to you. Sir will give you one example also. First, we'll see, sir, if we get a question like this, which is a match the following type one.
Right.
What is your first strategy? Like, what do you see in the question first?
First, I will solve any one of these. Like if they are saying 88 grams sugar, right? So I will find moles from here. 88 gram is how many moles? 2 moles, right? Very clear. Now I know A is the clearly which one? 2 moles, right? Now I can see A should be what? 2. So I will check here. Oh, A is having what? 2. Can you see? 2 moles. A is having how many moles here? 2 moles, right? Clear? So if you check here carefully, for A, where is the second option present? You see? 2. So for A, what should come? 2 should come, right? If you check any one of these, like if you get only one answer, like from here I can see that for 88 grams CO2, only what can come? 2 moles. And remaining are in remaining option, it is not even given. So from the first only I can answer my question without wasting time. Like I will not solve other remaining 3. If by chance there are 2, like you can see in 2 options I have the same thing, then I will go for the next one. But if I want to save little time, then I can say clearly 88 grams CO2 means how many moles are coming? 2 moles coming. And where it is giving? For A, where is the second option? You can see here. Here only. Getting my point? Remaining the 114. So why to waste time to solve remaining 3? Right? This way we can save little time. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's correct. Yes, people are generally the NEET paper will be very, very easy. It's just a misunderstanding that people think that NEET chemistry is difficult. NEET chemistry is not difficult. They will ask every year 2 to 3 questions which are, mind-bending questions, which should be left and to be done at last, as sir has already told you. So yes, for the match the following type question, I feel, we both of us feel that it's the simplest of the ones. You have to just see the options which are unique. So here if I see, what I would go for is A has 2114, 1 is repeating. B has 4241, 4 and 4 are repeating. C has 1333. So I won't even check for C because it's coming 3 in so many cases. So I won't check for C. And D has again 2 and 2 common option. So I can check for either A, B or D. Whatever answer I get, I'll most probably get the answer within the first time. As sir has told you, get the answer 1. Next, we will see one assertion reason type question. Alkanes having more than 3 carbons. So first of all, be very careful. It's not always that in the NEET, R is the correct explanation of A will be the first option. As sir has told you already, it is not always so. Okay. Sometimes this option can be given first and this can be given second, and that is where most toppers also do mistake. First suggestion for you is by looking at the 2 statements of assertion reason. If you have 100% knowledge, then only you will get it correct. Okay, 100% in-depth knowledge, then only you will get it correct. If you are feeling both A and R statements are correct, only then. If A and R both are correctly written statement, then you need to have 100% knowledge about the subject, then only you can answer it. So my suggestion, if you feel like assertion reason is coming from a chapter like D block, where you feel that you have not studied it in depth, leave the question. Okay, don't touch it. So if both statements are correct, then I'm saying, if one statement is incorrect, then obviously it becomes an easier answer. If anybody wants to give the answer of this, I will wait for it. Let's start. Alkanes having more than 3 carbon atoms exhibit chain isomerism. Okay, it's a good question. That means I'll think of a carbon below 3 that can show or cannot show. 1 carbon cannot show isomerism. 2 carbon again ethane cannot show chain isomerism. 3 carbon propane also there is no isomer. But does it have in the 4 carbon? Yes, this one can show isomerism by showing butane and isobutane. So yes, first option is absolutely correct. So next statement we are going to see, because all the carbon atoms in alkanes are sp hybridized. Okay, doesn't make any sense. Carbon atoms in alkanes are sp3, not sp. So such type of question so you should attempt, even if you have partial knowledge, even if the knowledge of the chapter is just 30-40%. Yes, third option, very good. Ashley talks, Santosh. So A is true but R is false. So such type of question I would say that you should attempt. And the other type of questions where both the statements are looking correct and you know that both of them are correct, but you are not able to relate to them, it's not the time to discuss such problems right now, because obviously you have studied well, you all have good knowledge about it. But I would say attempt assertion reason only if one of the statement is wrong, or only if you have an in-depth knowledge of that particular chapter. Okay, sir, how do we solve? Sir, we have some basic final. We'll take some question answers from you.
Right.
Lata is asking, sir, how to solve ionic equilibrium questions, sir? Something you want to take?
Right. First of all, ionic equilibrium, if you see, it is not just numericals. Assume they will ask 3 questions from equilibrium, I am saying. So one will be numerical only and remaining 2 will be theoretical. If I say they will ask question from Lee-Chatterjee principle, right? So Lee-Chatterjee principle is not a complicated topic. It is not a, I will say it is not a numerical part. So you can easily answer. If they ask which one is the Lewis acid, Lewis base, so I'm saying my main point is all chapters are not numerical chapters in physical chemistry. If you are little weak in physical chemistry, you can't solve numerical. So please do those topics. You have to answer those topics in the paper which are theoretical. Like if they, in electrochemistry, lot of students are doing mistake. But if question comes on dilution, which among the following conductivity is increasing or decreasing? Is it numerical? No, theoretical only. If I electrolyze aqueous and NaCl, what will produce? There is no numerical. So in such chapters, you will see, I told you already, out of 45, only 6 will be numericals, and those will be very straight numericals, not even you are using 2 formulas, no. Just simple numericals, right beta? Okay? Yes.
So Ashley Talks is asking one more doubt here. Sir, will organic dominate this year paper? Most probably yes. Till now, organic has been coming simpler. Last year there was one dehydration question, if you sir remember that question. That was a huge question, and it still we don't know that why that answer is given like that, because we were thinking other options also could be correct. Yes, organic should be heavy this time. Reason being, there are so many chapters of inorganic which have been cancelled out. And one thing that both of us agree upon is that practical chemistry part which is added now, we are expecting at least 3 questions from there. So do not miss them. Just learning the final product and their colors should suffice. That will be more than sufficient. We don't have to learn the whole reaction, balancing of the reactions or their molar mass or anything. Just color of the compound and the name of the compound will be sufficient. That should give you extra 20 marks in this year paper.
Right. So as you're asking if organic chemistry weightage will increase, it's a good thing for us. Because organic chemistry is the part from which they ask the easiest questions. Even one question you will not find out of NCERT, right? So it's a good thing if they ask. Yes, there is chances a little bit from physical and little bit from organic. They will ask more this year because inorganic chapters are gone, right? So I hope these guidelines will help you a little bit, right? Yes. And we are lucky here to help you, right? So please work hard, go with confidence and smash the NEET. Okay, don't just crack it, smash it. Be confident, right?
Yes. Wish you all the very best for your final exam. It's going to be the best day of your life. And please subscribe to the channel as well so that you can keep interacting with us like this in the next coming year. Even if you when you go to a medical college, still you will miss your teachers. And if those of you who are seeing the video and next year planning to join at Shri Chaitanya, please you can put it in the comment or in the description box. They would have given you some contact number. Please contact them. And we had a very fun session. We didn't even know that we'll take 50 minutes. We planned for like 30 minutes or 25 minutes, but because it's such a good topic, we love to discuss chemistry. So that's why.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Best of
All
luck,
right.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Take care.
Best of luck once again. Bye.